Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Unlucky Specialist Podcast. Yours truly, Sam Torres.
And your boy, Jeff DeBenya, a.k.a. Fitz, a.k.a. We're back. Better than ever.
A.k.a. Mr. Different Angles.
Hey, I know. You set up.
A.k.a. Mr. Midget.
A.k.a. Mr. Midget. Sam's early graph name.
Early graph days.
Is it too late to come out? The
statute of limitations have passed, I think.
On vandalism?
We're not going to disclose where the
That's
vandalism
true. You're right.
is given.
That's true.
Or
true.
given. Damn. It's like
where the vandalism
we give you vandalism. We give you our
we
gift.
give you vandalism. We give you graffiti, and this is what we get.
But welcome back, guys. Thank you for tuning in. But what's up, man? How you been? How's life? How's everything for this last week?
Chill.
How's your weekend and your week is? I kind of like hanging out on a Wednesday. Not gonna fucking lie.
Wednesday's pretty cool.
You know what I mean? Like you get a. I mean, at least I came and had a couple beers, and you just, hey, fuck it. It's
midweek buzz.
We got two more days. We can get the fucking through this.
That hump day buzz,
yeah,
bro.
Man. Whiskey Wednesday, but I don't have any whiskey.
And it's about to be. Is it going to be a long weekend? Not really.
No.
It's going to be like.
Well, most people have Monday and Tuesday off because Tuesday is July 4th. But I don't. Yeah, I just have Tuesday off.
I get the third off.
A lot of people closing up. Which is convenient, you know what I mean?
It works. It's
that's
for the best.
4 fucking days.
It's to celebrate fucking America's
birthday. I bet nobody knows how old America's turning this year.
I don't.
Exactly. I don't know either. I brought it up and I don't even know.
All I know is that it's turning, bro.
It's still turning.
It'll never end, bro. America forever.
How old is America? 245 years old. Oh, how old will America be in 2023? Right there. 247 years old. Happy 247.
Young, bro.
Yeah.
That's like
young country.
10 people ago.
Nothing like Italy.
Nothing like Italy. Nothing like Britain. Nothing like China.
Britain. That fucking like deep history.
Yeah.
And I always like that British history. You know what I mean? Like all that fucking monarchy and shit. And
Monarchy,
so I know we're going to hold on.
Monarchy's down bad these days.
I know, but growing up, I always liked like learning about like lords of this and lords of York.
The Vice Lord. I mean?
I guess we all like got that from like
the
Lord of the Rings and fucking what else came out that was like that? Harry Potter.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, exactly. But anyways, before we got into this tangent. How was your weekend? What did you get into? Anything crazy? Did you blow up any buildings?
No.
Did you try anything new?
I didn't blow up any buildings. I didn't suddenly become Timothy McVeigh. R.I.P. to Timothy. No, I'm just playing. Actually, I mean, he is dead. I don't know. Rest in peace, but
sure.
Just rest, bro.
Just rest.
Just rest
somewhere, but you rest.
Fucking I was chilling. Didn't really do anything too crazy. I went to a Dodger game.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Nowadays, most people can't go to a Dodger game.
That's
you know
true.
What I mean?
It was a good one. It was a 4:50
was
start.
Was it a day game?
It was.
There you go.
4:50 start. Got there like a little early, just in time to catch first pitch. You got to do that nowadays because the clock.
Weekend or a weekday?
It was Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. Perfect. I don't know. Because after work, sometimes
it's a little too tough. No, Saturday was good, and then since it ends like it's 4:50, so ends like at
6:50.
Nah, ended like at 7ish.
Fuck, that's so fast though.
Yeah, like it ended like 7ish. So there's still time to like go out on the town and chill.
It's only 7.
Yeah, exactly.
You have 2 hours left of daylight.
Exactly. No, for real. So it was good, and then but on Friday, I actually did some mushrooms.
What?
Did some mushrooms.
Like the real ones or the chocolate bars?
Chocolate bars.
All right, for sure.
I did 4 pieces.
That's dope.
And it was lit. It was nice. I was feeling funky.
No more claymation?
No more, not claymation this time, but just feeling real silly.
Real silly.
Really, yeah.
Acting a fool.
Yeah, I was just like ready to party. Like I was like, I need to get some beers in me. You know what I mean? It was a good time.
Isn't it weird? Like I felt like when I was doing it, I felt like dancing, and I'm not a dancer. I'm not I don't dance, but I felt like moving. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like, and I'm like, that's not me.
You felt like moving around, bro.
Yeah, or that's not me in public.
Yeah, but on Silas.
But on this, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, no.
No, it was fun. Dope. It was lit, just but like good enough. Like I was pretty on one, but it wasn't like a total shroom trip. It was good enough.
Somebody didn't have to drag you out of that place.
Or I didn't start crying or something. Like I did shrooms. The first time I did shrooms, I went through like a roller coaster of emotions.
Oh my God.
I actually like did cry, but I also was like laughing and like it's like great and it's bad.
Yeah.
But so it was definitely nothing like that. It was just kind of just silly shit laughing.
We're not advocating for drugs, kids. What we're doing is open your mind to the world.
Yeah, I mean, shit. If you want to try it, try it. If you don't.
But
more for me.
But that's dope. I want to try some out.
Okay. What you get into? That's pretty much all I did, honestly.
Yeah. We went out to Lake Arrowhead. The tourist fam.
I saw that on the Insta.
Not gonna lie, I love it. Lake Arrowhead. I fell in love with Lake Arrowhead. I fell in love with the place. I had a dope ass Airbnb. You know what I mean? I feel like I've gotten into my going back to what we talked about last week, the whole being old and shit.
Washed.
You know what I mean? I'm ready just to kick back. Fucking go into a fucking hot tub, have a little drink in my hand.
I feel it.
Have my parents watch my kid. I'm kidding. You know what I mean? And like hang out. Dude, the lake was super clean, super dope. You're walking in the village. It's way better. I like it. Bear? I like it. The village part, the whole place where people go hang out, way more than Big Bear. There's bars everywhere. There's a place where
Big Bear's kind of small.
Yeah, there's a place where you could feed ducks and the fish are just right there, just fat as fuck because everyone's just feeding them shit. And it's dope. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
I liked it a lot. Definitely go back up there.
Definitely return.
There's a brewery up there that you could check out.
What was the occasion?
We said it was for my mom's birthday / Father's Day, but it was mainly because we do it every year, because my brother only gets certain time of the year off, so we try to go up there. It's 45 minutes away from him because he's in Loma Linda. But what made me realize going there is that definitely Lake Arrowhead is fuck, I'm poor. It's just these people are fucking rich.
The house is on the lake.
Oh, dude, it is fucking the Hogwarts on one end and fucking Disneyland's castle on the other end, and a super high tech mansion on the other. You know what I mean? It's mansions on the water. And then you take this boat tour and it takes you all around the whole fucking lake, and they tell you, oh, the Patrick Swayze lives there, you know what I mean, or Keanu Reeves, this is his house. And
that's when I went on this boat tour of the Seattle, that lake. I don't know. I think it's called Puget Sound or something.
Pubic Town?
Puget Sound.
Oh.
Pubic Town. All right.
I was like, wow.
Definitely belong there.
Is it up in the top area of Seattle and it's pubic area?
It's all pubic-y and shit. That's where Bigfoot's at. Fucking. But they did that shit. It's because the houses there were floating on the water. They're not on the water. They're actually floating.
Well, they have a foundation that's going all the way to the
they're
bottom
anchored.
of the ocean.
They're anchored.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the ocean.
They're not
either.
floating, right?
They are. They are. You could see them.
They're
move.
fucking floating. Hold on, Jeff. My breath stinks that much?
No, there is a fucking fly.
Oh.
What do you think of me?
No, they're legit as fucking
I mean, it's okay. It's not literally oh shit, but it's definitely floating and it's anchored to some shit. It's not next to the land.
It doesn't have a pole coming down and into the water. It's an anchor.
Yeah, it's anchored to shit. It's
they have the same thing like Marina Del Rey.
No, but I've been to Marina Del Rey. They don't have houses on the fucking water.
Houses on the water, yeah.
That's called a boat, Jason.
No, it's
not a boat.
Some people call that home, but it's called a boat.
No, it's literally
whole ass communities.
Yeah, it's a community. Exactly.
That's called a dock.
It's close to the dock, but it's not on the dock. It's literally on the water.
I'm gonna look so stupid to people that are watching this, but I have not seen that at Marina.
I haven't seen a Marina Del Rey either, but it's definitely in Seattle.
But not connected to anything. That's
no,
what I'm
not
saying.
necessarily.
It's just a house. That's fucking crazy. I love it. The wonders of the internet.
Or maybe like look up like Seattle.
Look
floating.
up Pubic Town.
Pubic Town. I don't know if it's exactly Puget Sound, but Seattle floating houses. Yeah, going for sale, bro.
They're going for
See,
sale.
there you go.
Oh wait, go to the third. Oh. So it is. They're like docks.
Look, that one's not next to a dock though. That one's literally like floating though.
And they're like modern fucking houses.
Yeah, no, they
look at that. Yeah, that one. That's fucking awesome. Aurora, Seattle, Washington.
Yeah,
right on the fucking
look at all
water.
those things. They're connected to each other, but they're not all next to the dock. And some people have to take a boat to get to their shit.
So it's pretty much like the boat houses. I mean, the houses on the lake of fucking. No. In Lake Arrowhead, they're kind of connected to the mountain. So.
Yeah, and then like the guy on the fucking boat tour was like, the owner of Kohl's lives here. I'm like, shit.
The owner of Target had a house in Lake Arrowhead.
Ballers, bro.
No,
ballers,
it's fucking crazy.
Ballers only. Bro.
One of the house it is. One of the guys that like first found Lake Arrowhead, or I don't know, was an actor. I don't know what the fuck. Got the first part of the land in
made
Lake
the
Arrowhead.
lake.
He with his own brow, sweat, and you know what I mean. But no, he has a house where it has the only fucking boat garage. So pretty much their boats go into their house, and they just get out and they go into like it's a 1-story house because most of them are like 3, 4 fucking stories, 5 stories.
Yeah, it's just baller shit. Straight up baller shit.
I felt like I need this. This needs to be my life.
I mean,
I need to live in this environment.
You think?
Look around.
You know what's crazy though? Like
around.
to make us feel even more broke. That's probably not even their main crib.
It's not. That's their vacation home. Yeah. That's their investment that they Airbnb to other fucking wannabe rich people that rent it, and then they're
bet
they're
you
paying
still
for
gotta
their
be
fucking
slightly
mortgage.
balling to get that as Airbnb too, though. I'm
Fuck
sure.
yeah,
that shit's expensive.
Bet
they better not have no dumbass rules like no parties allowed. Like, bitch.
Actually, you know what? Airbnbs in Big Bear or in fucking Lake Arrowhead have not had problems with the whole noise level thing.
Yeah, it's like fucking Airbnbs in Mexico. Like, yeah, we're turning up.
That's what, they know what you're there for.
Yeah, it's
you
like
know?
No, but the Airbnb in like fucking El Segundo, like
Fuck
they're
them.
just like, nah, bro.
The
you know which one was stupid?
Fullerton?
The one in fucking in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb.
Like, bruh,
you're in Vegas.
I know I'm not.
Were you
on
in
the
a residential
strip.
area?
Yeah, but
I mean, like really residential.
It was pretty residential.
It was. Yeah.
It was.
Oh well, then.
Yeah, but it's
no,
like,
but then again, the one for my bachelor party was in a definitely residential area, but it was a fucking party house.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, I get it. Like, say, like, keep the noise levels. Like, don't put music outside after a certain hour. But it's like, don't like speak under certain decibels indoors. Like, what the fuck are we whispering, bro? We can hear you. It's like, hey, yo, pass me the soap, bro. Hey, I forgot it in my bag.
You got a little booger right there.
But it's like now we're all talking. Like, honestly, even though I feel like we were talking normal, but it's in the back of your head. You're like, am I getting loud?
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, we're gonna get charged for this. And how do we get into Airbnbs? Lake Arrowhead. Go. That's the place to go. Let's do it. Pizza place was dope there. Fucking amazing. Have you ever been wine drunk?
Yes.
It's different than like beer drunk and like. I mean, obviously, but you know what I mean. Like it's
wine drunk is like close enough to being drunk off Hennessy, bro.
True, because I feel like
your cousin.
You've passed the point of where you felt sleepy,
it's like,
and now you're like drunk.
It's like mimosas, Hennessy, sangria, and wine. They're like
all in the
like
same
cousins.
genre.
I feel like obviously Hennessy is like
Family.
their criminal cousin.
Oh yeah,
that's like that's committed like some assaults.
You don't like Hennessy?
I love Hennessy, but
Hennessy doesn't love Hennessy doesn't love me,
dude. Like honestly, in a total.
Have you ever had Hennessy with Dr. Pepper?
Bro, I drink Hennessy straight.
I've had Hennessy with everything.
Hennessy straight, bro. It's already sweet.
It's true.
It's like maybe when I was younger, yeah, probably with like some Coca-Cola or something,
or like frozen Hennessy. It's all syrupy.
Bro, you're just asking to die, bro.
It's good,
dude. I'm telling you, bro. Like. Anytime someone brings out Hennessy, like, I don't know, man.
It's a good time.
It's a good time.
Remember that time we had the podcast?
It's too good of a time.
We had fucking.
You brought it.
No, I had Hennessy, a big bottle of Hennessy, and I had a bottle of Hypnotic.
Oh God.
Yo, we got we got turned on that
Hypnotic is
Hypnotic.
terrible.
It was terrible. I mean,
that doesn't belong on any table.
No, it does not. We were just on this vibe, like, oh,
yeah, we were trying to
remember
take
the
it
early
back.
2000s?
Yeah.
People were drinking fucking
Really
Hypnotic.
Ja Rule.
I didn't even think that they still sold Hypnotic, you know?
Do you remember when Cameron took out a liquor? It didn't last long. It was called Purple Drank.
No.
And it was like just this purple liquor.
No.
It's like just to simulate like drinking lean or something. What's up with like lean? Like people associating Grimace with lean just because he's purple?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. That lean is back at Mickey D's.
No, but it's hilarious because I guess it is like Grimace's birthday month or some shit.
Remember we were at the Airbnb and I was like, oh, did you get that for Grimace's birthday? People were like, what the fuck? How do you know? I'm like,
Dude. But I love all the memes, like they put him in like grills and shit.
oh yeah.
he's like wearing chains and shit. Or like people made this TikTok, like these kids made this TikTok. They're like, happy birthday, Grimace. We bought your shake. And they're like drinking, they're like, whoa! They're like fucking die. Like they're like there's like purple on there, they're like throwing it up, and it's like, yo, Grimace, why? I'm like, what the fuck?
It's a big thing right now.
Yeah, Grimace, bro. And then someone put up a picture of like the whole McDonald's gang. They're like, who the fuck are these dudes? Like,
What do you mean? Who are these dudes? I don't remember. I only
remember the Hamburglar.
Hamburglar
and
and Grimace.
But there's these little furry nugget motherfuckers.
I'm saying, were those Grimace's kids?
I don't know,
like
but he has like 12 of them.
Yeah, they're like orange and yellow.
And there's that like
they look like nugget. Because Grimace looks like a purple nugget. No,
what even is Grimace?
Yeah, what the
he's
fuck
a purple nugget.
What is he supposed to be though? Like the Hamburglar makes
He's supposed
sense.
to be a Grimace, and the name Grimace. His name isn't that like an action to grimace? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, he grimaced as he took a sip of Hennessy.
You know?
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't get it. Like Grimace in his history,
Hamburglar,
the Hamburglar, way more
Ronald
iconic.
McDonald,
Ronald McDonald,
and then there was that girl.
Yeah,
the
it's like
duck.
a chicken or a
Or
duck.
Is
it a chicken?
It might
would
be
make
a
more
chicken.
sense.
It did make more sense as a chicken. You don't remember her? She had like a pink overall dress.
Yeah. It's the whole gang. It's the whole gang, bro. And people are
They brought them back.
People
Let's bring them back.
No, keep them away, bro.
No, bring Ronald back at least.
No, the thing is, like, they're trying.
Remember where there was a one at Mission Hills where you could sit with him and he was just like this, like Ronald, and you take a picture with Ronald McDonald.
I do remember.
Dude, that's probably why they're trying to bring it back, because like in the 90s, bro, people were Mickey D's crazy, bro.
No, you know what it is? It's because the biggest market right now is millennials. We were talking about this right before the podcast. Millennials drive the market.
We're trying to go to McDonald's again.
We're trying to go everywhere.
Look,
what,
man,
a Big Mac? You haven't had a Big Mac in how long? When's the last time you had a Big Mac?
Like 5 years. Probably.
Fuck!
I heard they got smaller.
You too?
Same, yeah.
No,
every time
man,
I go to
I'm
McDonald's-
fucking unhealthy.
You had one yesterday or what?
I had one on the way here. No, I'm fucking with you.
It's my third Big Mac this week, bro.
I had 3 Big Macs a day. No, it's been like a couple weeks, maybe a month or two, but
the thing is,
years.
Yeah, years. I feel like usually if I go to fucking McDonald's, it's like either for the breakfast.
Same.
Okay.
And I get like
sausage,
egg
McMuffin
McMuffin or something.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody gets an egg McMuffin with the fucking ham.
Yeah,
everyone gets
with
a
the
sausage. Yeah.
Or
Sure.
it's like if I go and it's like I'm on the road or something, and it's like fuck it, I'll eat some McDonald's and then I'll get like their chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you're right. The McChicken's pretty good.
Chicken.
Yeah,
I usually stick to the chicken because you know what? I feel like growing up, we felt like the meat was subpar. It was like
it
so
still
like.
kind of is.
It is.
Have you had it recently?
No, I haven't had it in 5 years.
5 years. Dude.
Well, try it again.
I might.
You know
I've
what the
been craving
best
it.
kind of fast food meat is while we're fucking at it? Burger King.
And
A
it's-
Whopper any day is more fresh and better for you with less dyes and shit.
Look, I'm
than
gonna keep
any of the
I'm gonna
fucking.
keep it a buck.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
like
keep-
Whoppers? Don't
No,
tell me you don't like
no,
Whoppers.
I was about to get to something. Like I didn't
got-
really have Burger King that much, but I would get it sometimes, and their burgers are
They
good.
got mayo in it.
Yeah, it was like more of a legit sandwich. Like it seemed more of a legit.
Thank you. A
sandwich.
sandwich is only a sandwich if there's mayo
Yeah, it seemed more
Then
of
it's
a
just
legit
bread and
sandwich
meat
for sure.
with
But it's going out
vegetables.
of business.
No,
They're closing down some locations.
not
though.
because I will bring McDonald's
You're
back
like, Jeff, don't say that.
just on me. No more fuck Big Macs. I'm going Whoppers.
Pure Whoppers.
Whopper,
King, bro.
bacon, Whopper. You haven't heard
Dude,
the
yeah, the
commercial?
jingle that had America by the hook.
BK.
Dude, this is what happened this week. Speaking of fucking fast food, they opened a Jack in the Box in Utah, and people were outside of that shit.
I saw that. No, is that the first?
First one in Salt Lake City. They have one in like southern Utah, but it's super far from Salt Lake.
You haven't seen? Pull it up. Sorry, just
no,
look
it's
up.
Like ridiculous.
Jack in the Box, Utah.
Yeah.
The line is fucking. I don't know how. I thought this was gonna be a Raising Cane's, a Chick-fil-A on a fucking Saturday at almost closing time.
Or some.
Should I go to
videos? Yeah.
Or like images. I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is almost more of like a Twitter thing. Like they put it.
I guess
they definitely had it on Twitter. Like it was more like.
Yeah, YouTube. You'll definitely find it on YouTube.
But it's like.
But definitely, he's probably talked about it. Philip DeFranco.
He's just like fucking that Jack in the Box, packed as fuck.
People have never seen Jack.
Jack is back. Jack in the Box invades northern Utah.
Anyways, no, keep going.
Probably that one.
Oh, maybe
Oh, that one.
the bottom one. 3 days ago.
See, yeah. Look at this line, bro.
Been open a few days now, but there's the line.
There's a
for
few
Jack
days
in the
now,
Box
bro.
starting right there.
For Jack.
Wow.
No, it's not. It hasn't
It's
even.
not. Yeah.
And then the other one I saw was with somebody in a bike, and it went all the way inside.
For Jack, bro.
Right up there. Crazy.
It's crazy.
And Jack is like mid as fuck. Like
Yeah.
it's like some regular shit.
It
I'll
is.
fuck with it, but it's like mid though. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like the best shit is In and Out.
I'm gonna say some outlandish shit. I'm alright about their tacos. People are like they die by them tacos.
I like it.
I like it.
The Jack in the no like those Jack in the Box tacos. If you could only pick one thing from Jack in the Box, would those tacos be the thing?
I would
probably
say,
get the Jack Spicy.
Jack Spicy's good.
Yeah, Jack Spicy.
Their jalapeno poppers is also super good.
Their
Yeah.
fucking croissant breakfast sandwich is amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good. I would pick the tacos over it.
Yeah, I would pick definitely Jack Spicy, then the tacos.
A jumbo Jack,
Nah.
Nah.
double bacon cheeseburger.
You know where I'd rather get like an actual burger from like the regular fast food? Wendy's. That
no,
shit-
Wendy's has the best fucking
Dude,
fast food
that
burger.
like double with the square patty,
Fuck
son.
yeah. Fuck
Smack
yeah.
me in the face.
and they're
with that
fucking smack
Like,
me in
straight
the
up,
fucking face.
100, like-
This guy said, "Smack me in the face." just
shit. I would be happy.
if there's a website out there that's looking for somebody that's gonna pay for Jeff getting slapped in the face with
with a couple Wendy's
with a
doubles.
couple Wendy's doubles, hit us up.
Hit me up.
we
I'll
we
be
need some
there.
income over here.
I'll be there, bro. No, but yeah, that shit is
no fire.
Wendy's is good.
Fucking fire.
But it's like
Their
nowhere to
chicken
park.
nuggets are fucking great.
Chicken nuggets.
I used to live by their biggie bag or the $5 bag. It had like a bacon cheeseburger or a bacon Wendy's Dave's double, whatever. The 5-piece of chicken nuggets, fries, and a drink for $5. Amazing. And the fries are good.
Fries are pretty good.
I
How do
love
we get on this fast food
because we're
tangent?
fucking fat asses.
Because we're
Jeff.
fucking degenerates. Bro.
We love to talk about food.
Oh, it was out of McDonald's. Oh yeah, they're trying to bring McDonald's back. Like the thing is McDonald's though was at its
McDonald's been trying to come back since Travis Scott brought out his meal,
his satanic
his
meal.
satanic meal, and then Cardi B and Offset had their meal,
Yo,
and then fucking
I have to bring
JoJo
this up.
Siwa had a fucking meal.
I have to
don't
bring
know.
this up on the pod, bro. Like, have you just noticed that, like, okay, like growing up, like we grew up like going to church and shit, and there
Yeah.
was always like, you know, this special pastor
Morals.
who would come.
Oh.
Yeah, well, morals, but there's like this special pastor who would come and he would talk about like the end of days.
Evangelista.
Yeah, and he'd be like, oh, like Mark of the Beast. It's like and say all these crazy shit,
Right,
like all these end of days pastors. Like, fuck, like shit is fucking lame. Like,
right.
dude, but
We're
have you
tuned out
noticed
by
like,
day 2.
yeah, but have you noticed like the internet is just full of that shit now?
Right.
It's just like all this like Satan,
Yeah.
like guard your kids, like they're
Don't
trying to
drink
turn
Bud
them
Light.
gay, or like it's like everything is like
Still send him to
it's like, dude, like you're
school.
basically at a vigilia every time you're like
Sure.
fucking on Twitter, bro.
Facebook,
Yeah, some shit. It's like what the
Instagram.
why? What's
All of 'em.
happening? People are freaking out. Like people. Are,
I feel like we spent way too much time indoors in like the pandemic that people are just
that was damn near
leaning-
3 years ago.
leaning to like hold on to something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Well, the thing is, people freak out about everything, but it's like I don't know. I just feel like people are really freaking out. Like people are like losing their grip, or like if someone would hear me say that was into it, it's like, no, you're not like
Losing your grip enough.
You're not like actually. You need to like unplug, like
You're
take
still
the
in the
red
Matrix.
pill. Like it's like what?
Yeah.
Like it's like I just don't get it. Like what? Something changed. I don't know. Like what the shift was.
The
like,
internet did.
The internet's just
freedom.
driving motherfuckers insane, bro.
We're all just looking at this all day long, and we're just like, fuck.
I mean,
That might be true, without even doing the research ourselves. You know what I mean? Like
the thing is, you're right. Like being locked up for like almost that whole year, like drove people crazy. But I feel like it was like that. It was just like the string of all that shit. It was like fucking basically from when like they shot Osama bin Laden to like now, bro.
Damn.
There's been like a straight line of like just like crazy shit. Like it's just like I don't know. It's like I don't know. People are just losing their mind. Like I swear to you, like every time I log on Instagram or Twitter and you look at these like most
crazy ass motherfuckers.
No, it's like people are just into like all these like conspiracies that it sounds like from fucking a preacher out on a Saturday night that you had to pay to go watch and shit.
Speaking of conspiracy theories, remember that guy they were talking about that told me that I was gay for asking him? Don't say the name. That for asking him for what his shirt, where he bought his shirt.
Yeah,
he posts a lot of that shit on Instagram. Like
no, that's what I'm
the world is
you.
like
it's
like
everyone.
you're not seeing it. Like
it's
you're
like
taking
people
this
you
pill, and I'm like, yeah, it's everywhere.
like people like you wouldn't even think, bro. Like, you know why I brought this up? Because I'm like outing myself right here, but I follow this account that this dude basically like takes pictures of like porn stars. Like he's like the director, right? Like and like I'm like, and this motherfucker has the audacity to put on his Instagram like, yo, like look at
Respect
this
women.
No, like no, look at this chip, like. This Sweden's like starting this program where like they want people to put a chip so like they could pay for groceries and shit.
Yeah.
And then
they've been doing it.
And then he's like, then he puts like, this is like just like the end of days. Look at this verse in Revelation. I'm like, you're quoting the Bible, my boy. My boy,
my guy.
You're quoting. You are in Sodom and Gomorrah. You fuck. Like are people? Everyone's losing their mind. I don't get it. And then there's like these dudes, like, oh my god, it's just like the randomest people, and it's like I try not to like look like
let it get to you.
No, I try not to be above shit, right? Like I try to like give things like a something of the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, we are above shit. You know what? You're right.
Fuck people.
Like we should just make sure it's above it, bro.
There you go. Fuck it. We're doing it.
No, but it's like I try to give people the benefit of the
it.
doubt, but I'm just like, and then like people are into like fucking. This dude, what's his name? Sneeko?
Yes.
Like, who is this dude? Like, I just, like,
Who is this dude? I've never heard of him.
Well, he was like a gamer dude, but now he like converted to Islam or some shit.
And he's
like,
converting the
and
gamers
like,
to Islam?
Dude.
No,
imagine. Just imagine.
That's a lot of people.
Dude, if this happened in 2007, bro, this would be put on a terrorist watch list, bro.
For real.
But like, I'm glad he's not. But it's like, shit. Like, it's like all this random, like he's like, oh, like women, like it's like women, you have to like serve me sandwiches and shit. And like there's all these kids like,
we believe you.
He's hella red pilled and he's like an Andrew Tate follower.
Yeah, no, he's like, it's like a meme though. I'm like, I don't know. But it's like those same people, I'm telling you, like, it's all like tied in because it's like those same motherfuckers that are like.
And it's not just here in the US. I feel it's everywhere.
It's everywhere, bro. And then like, it's
like all over the world.
You know, it's like Pride Month. So everybody's like, dude, like transgenders are demons and like fucking too much gayness. I'm like, well, look, okay, we can debate if there's like, there's too much in your face gayness or not. But it's like, okay, like. You don't want them to talk to your kids? Don't take them to the fucking story hour, you fuck.
Right.
Like, what are you worried? Like, you shouldn't worry. Like, when I was a little kid growing up, like, my kids weren't, my parents weren't taking me to shit like that.
Right.
Because they weren't going to. And that shit was still around. Like, it's like, so you protect, you are the head of your own household. If you're this.
Put your kid in the environment that you want him to be
if you're this
in.
big, like, red-pilled man, like, man of the house, and the woman has to do, well, you're the man in your house.
Figure it out.
You control your environment. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I don't know. It's like, it seems like people are like, they're so memed. Like, everyone's just memed. Like, it's like every little thing is like, ugh. And then like the submarine shit, bro. Right. Let's get back.
Way to segue into it for sure, though.
Exactly. The submarine shit. To me, like, I remember when it was happening, like my dad was like kind of into it, right? Like I'd go to work,
My parents kinda
he was
into
like,
it.
"Oh, you see this shit?" I'm like, I don't really give a fuck.
Me
Like,
too.
I was like, I was like, honestly, like, shit. And my dad was getting kind of mad at me because I didn't really give a fuck. Like,
you should care more about people in the fucking
for real.
ocean.
And then like I remember the second, because the first day I could tell he got mad at me because I work with my dad, so I see him
Right.
every fucking day. So it's like on Monday he was seeing it and he's like, "You hear about this?" I'm like, I did, but like I don't really care. Like it's
Right.
like, you know, like I said it in kind of a dick way. I'm like, people die every day. Like it's like it is what it is.
They hadn't even
But I was
announced
just
him
saying,
dead
I
yet.
was just saying it
And
to-
Jeff was already
Yeah,
saying
hold on.
they're fucking dead.
But I'm talking like that to my dad. Like I could tell that he cares about it, so I'm trying to get on his nerves. But whatever. Like
you caught on already?
yeah, I caught on real quick. Like, and then like the next day, my dad's like, "Oh, you see this?" I'm like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, it's like these dudes, like, because then I started like, I actually looked into it, right? Because like I love my dad. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be a dick.
I gotta
like,
do my
I was
research
like,
before I talk shit.
Let's like talk about some other shit besides business. You know, let's act like father and
Yeah,
son.
yeah,
And then, like,
yeah.
so I'm like, let's keep. I was like, Dad, keep it real. Like these dudes spent like $250,000 to pay. It's like this was a luxury, and like
Right.
they knew the risk. Like this
Yeah.
is crazy. Like I was like, I feel sad for
I feel like they're dumb.
yeah, no, exactly. I was like, I like personally, like when I think about it, I feel bad for the father and son
Right.
that they took this trip like to bond, and now they're gonna die. Like on a
they're
person, yeah. At that moment, they weren't.
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
might have been. I think they were dead on Sunday.
No,
low
yeah,
key.
they're barely dead. Like, no, Monday.
Yeah, they were already dead. The Navy
Yeah,
knew.
yeah.
Anyway, this is gonna tie back into everything. But
Yeah.
basically, the point was, it was like, you know, like whatever. It was a luxury, but like, you know, it is what it is. It's like a story, but like we'll move on. Like whatever. Who cares?
You telling this to your dad?
I'm telling this to my dad, and then he's like, "You're right. It is kind of a luxury. Like it's kind of it's like, oh, it's like when I went ziplining. I knew I was risking my life. I'm never gonna do that again because I almost broke my fucking foot.
You went ziplining. You almost. Anyways.
Yeah, I almost died. That shit, the brake broke. Bruh.
What? Oh, I think you. Talked
Yeah,
to me this
dude. I think that's why I have like fucking like foot problems too, because I crashed
Called
my
gout.
foot straight. I know it's like gout from a fucking tree, bruh. Ah! But then it's like fucking. Like, you know, talking to my dad, we're like, whatever, we move on.
Yeah.
Next thing, like normal people, right?
Right.
You talk about shit and you move on. There's
Right.
other things to do. That's my dad. We're gonna talk about business. We're gonna eat. There's more important shit. We're living our lives.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
not getting fucking mind fucked by the government because Jeffrey Epstein's list got released and Hunter Biden's laptop is like fucking not being shown. It's like, what the fuck? Like, then that became something. It's
Yeah,
like,
the whole-
they're
yeah.
trying to cover it up. Like these
With
are
the
the
whole-
these are the important things that happened this week. It's like you're some random dude. Now you're giving me weekly updates. Like who the fuck are you?
Who?
It's like you care more about this submarine than me.
Yep.
You care because you think
You
it's
try
like
to
taking
take away
people's-
from what they want to talk about the
but you're
economic
making this-
failure.
yeah, it's like, okay, like we could think about different things at the same time, or at least I feel like I can. Like, or I think normal people, like it's not even like a smart or
People
dumb.
get distracted over other shit.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the submarine, but let's call it a submersible because that's what it was.
Submersible.
It was a pill.
I know it was like a little. Dude, come on. Let's
No,
stick on
yeah,
that for a bit.
no,
Like,
please.
who would get in that
For
shit? bro?
$250,000.
I thought that shit was dumb as fuck.
No, if I'm a billionaire, I would have had my research people looking into
Yeah.
this shit.
It's like, can
Looking-
someone hit up James Cameron, bro? What did he go in, bro?
Exactly. How did he get his
He
seat
went
in the
down
way of
there.
the water? Fuck that guy.
Exactly. Let's get James Cameron. Hey, James, would you come on this shit? Hell nah.
Let's go down there.
And then they're like, oh no, I get, look, this is the thing though. It's just hilarious how people like find shit. I guess like one of the Rothschilds is like invested in that ocean submersible company.
No way.
Yeah. And then they're like, see, like this is
It leads to old
they were
money.
trying to like distract you from all this shit. I'm like, so you're telling me like they duped these 5 people to like go on this like hunt? Like I don't know. Like I just feel like, yeah, people
Which
do
is
get
kind of
distracted.
stupid because look, did you see the ship? It's got like one small little fucking like window coming out of it. Like if you're gonna go down to see the like Titanic in like person, wouldn't you want to see it through a bigger fucking window?
I don't know, bro.
Not through a fucking
First of all,
screen.
I
Like if
would-
you're gonna do it through screen, I'd see
had
it on the boat.
I had trouble scuba diving, bro. Like
I never gone scuba
I
diving.
tried
That
to
sounds
scuba
dope.
dive. I got claustrophobic as fuck, dude. Because you're breathing
of
through
the
that little
ocean?
tank. It's just in your nose.
Or do you feel because the ocean's so big that you feel like fuck
I'm pretty sure it's some of that, but it's like
that shit? I'm not scared of the ocean, but that shit kind of
I'm
scares
scared
me
of the
when
ocean,
I'm there.
bro.
Oh, are you?
I mean, I'm not like I'll get on it. Like I'll get on.
Yeah,
a boat
when he's
or
scared of the
some
ocean,
shit.
she will not get in the ocean. Like,
I'll get on a boat or something. But like it's like
no, she'll get on the boat.
I am like I do like fear the ocean. I'm like this shit could just engulf me now,
Yeah.
bro.
And
Like,
there's nothing.
like
for
R.I.P. Like
miles.
R.I.P. to Ryan Mallett, ex QB of the Patriots.
Right.
Ex-QB of Arkansas.
Yeah.
He drowned in the fucking ocean.
Yep.
Like motherfuckers just be dying in the ocean, really like just casually, bro.
No, the ocean's a scary fucking place.
Yeah, but it's
leading to R.I.P. to Spanto
oh yeah, Spanto, fucking born and raised
in Venice, California. You know, got to
LA legend.
Yeah,
LA
for
legend.
Sure.
I mean,
Born and raised.
Yeah, born and raised. But besides that, though, like that dude's just like a fucking, just like a war. Like he like I love like these all the videos that he would make on like fucking like, and he would like talk shit about like gentrification, but in like a way that like was dope and not all like, and excuse the phrase that's played out, but not all like woke about it.
Right.
Like he was just being like, there's this one video where he's like, I hate these motherfuckers that move from New York. Right. And they like stay in this like 3-mile radius and they bitch about LA. It's like if I went to New York and only lived in Times Square.
Right.
It's like
and bitch about
New York. It's like no, it's like you need to experience the whole city, like, and then it's like
and him coming from Venice right there, you see all of that. Like you see that
Venice is gentrified as fuck.
Exactly, because there's those people that have still been there that
since the beginning.
Exactly, that stuck by it. Then there's those people that you could tell that are new transplants that are from the East Coast.
Well, that's why like
from internationally, you know what I mean?
Well, that's why like that brand was so like LA centric, and it like went all over the country and like worldwide, and it was like he like collabed with like LA teams specifically.
Yep.
It was like so tapped into the culture.
Rams.
Like he like when you talk about LA culture, like he is like one of the like titans of LA culture.
For sure.
Like, you can't like, and that's like forever now. Like you're not gonna talk about LA without talking about Spanto, especially with like born and raised, like, you know, Two Tones, the other guy that's involved, like the other main guy. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be just. Who knows what he's gonna do with it now? Because who knows how he feels about it? But it's like if he takes through with it, I'm sure it's in good hands. Like that shit could even like, you know, he's the right person to like
take it forward.
Take it forward. You know, no one better than him. You know, but it's like
that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
Really crazy. Like.
It's like he had like he was like kicking it with all the like fucking graphics because like Two Tones like from MSK. It's like fucking and all the, you know, Esteban Oriol,
and I feel like
Mr. Cartoon.
It brought that LA vibe. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people don't or signify like LA with two different things. It's that and Hollywood.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's this culture which where Spanto and Spanto and Esteban Oriol, Two Tone, and all those guys, Mr. Cartoon, fall under, and then there's Hollywood, right? And I feel like that's what people think of.
And he was like really good. Like he was like one of the first people, like at least to me, because I didn't grow up like around that cholo culture,
right?
So like, but he was like the first dude that like made me look at it as like, because he was like growing up to him, like dressing up in like Dickies and Cortez and a white tee was like looking at a knight in shining armor, like this is a warrior, like this is like. Not like he didn't look at it as like just some scoundrel,
right?
Like he looked at it like that. Those are his idols. Like those are the guys that he's looking up to.
Yeah.
So like, and you could see it in the way like he models his clothes, the way that they like, you know, they direct it. Like it's like they're putting like these people in those clothes, but making them look like iconic, like
and modern at the same time.
And modern, it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
It's not a caricature.
It's not even exactly or copying.
Exactly.
It's
like it's
elevating.
It's elevating. It's taking it into the new like era, like basically.
For sure.
And he was also very good about like bridging that like racial like gap that
for sure
always permeates in Los Angeles between like blacks and Latinos and Asians. Just LA, just such a like multicultural city that's like super segregated. Like
it is.
If you're being completely honest, it's like completely segregated.
You go to certain areas, like you Koreatown, you go to South Central, people. And then you go to East LA. You know what I mean?
Even in the broader like LA County, it's like
the thing is, I say those cities, and I'm sure the first thing that comes to your mind is the people that live there.
The people that
you know
what
I mean? What you're gonna see there, instead of the people. Like I'll say Alhambra, and you already know what I'm talking about. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like
Rosemead, Long Beach, all those areas. You know the type of people you're gonna see there.
Right. So you're right. It is very segregated, and it brought kind of like that
and he
culture
did it
to like
especially for like the like main like the super like main like Los Angeles, basically from like the west side to the east side. Like
Yeah.
it was like that whole like and everything in the middle. Like it was basically like it. He did it with that brand. Like
For
it's
sure.
like an iconic shit, and it sucks. Like R.I.P. to that guy. Like that's a
Yeah,
guy
for
that
sure.
like he beat cancer. You know what I mean? Like he had cancer and he beat that shit. Like. And he was like super open about it. Like a lot of people, they hide when they have stuff because it could be embarrassing. Or you want to do it in
going
private.
through it, you know what I mean?
Want to
Like,
do it.
yeah,
And he
for
was
sure.
like very open about it. Like a lot of the first born and raised pictures that I would see was him going through chemo,
oh,
and
really?
then it would be like born and raised, like he like crazy shit.
yeah.
It's like the first time I saw that fool in a picture, he was like bald headed with no eyebrows, and I thought he
chemo.
had like alopecia or some shit, but
Fucking chemo.
it's going through chemo. Like it's like, and he beat that shit like a straight G,
and
then fucking get taken out by a fucking.
that's life
That's life.
for sure.
You never know.
But he lived it. I feel like through that time of cancer.
He lived it up.
Yeah,
No, I mean that's a guy that like he definitely left his mark. No one's gonna forget that for him.
for sure.
Like, and honestly, I mean, shit, I never even bought a born and raised piece because that
Me
shit's
either.
kind of
They
expensive.
are.
And they just did the sick ass collab with Levi's. Like,
Yeah.
those jeans look fucking sick.
No, I
dude.
feel like most of their collabs are fucking.
No,
dope.
I feel like they rarely miss.
There
bro.
was this one that I was gonna get, like the cooler. They had
Mr. Cartoon Cool.
Oh, the Mr. Cartoon Born and
Yeah,
Raised.
that shit was sick.
No, that whole line, like
Yeah,
even
it was
the,
like a
the
lowrider.
shirt, yeah, the shirt that had like the quarter zip and everything. That was fucking dope.
No, everything I feel like they rarely missed.
Yeah.
And he was just about to take his dunk out, the SB dunk with the Born and Raised SB dunk.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Like that was about to be one of the biggest shits they did. Like, yeah, it sucks, man.
Yeah,
R.I.P. to Spanto, but that legacy is gonna live on for sure. L.A. legend,
For sure.
L.A. fucking.
And I feel
legend.
like in LA, we remember you. If you do us good, and we talk about this as a sport podcast. If you treat this
city,
the city,
good, we're
right?
gonna embrace you.
we're gonna embrace you, and we're gonna love you forever.
The thing is, it's also one of those things about like Los Angeles, like just in like the broader culture. Like it's like you said, everyone associates it with Hollywood.
Right.
So it's like they talk shit on it, or like
We're-
that
we're-
super
we're
like
snooty.
hipster
We're
shit.
like
it's
hipster shit.
and-
We're TikTokers.
Yeah,
it's
influencers,
exactly.
like,
but
dudes
but
doing-
if you really meet the real people of Los Angeles,
It's like, and the thing is, that's also part of LA,
Right,
Like,
you're
but
right.
it's like, and like, I think people in LA know that.
I think it's a part of LA.
Exactly. It's just
but
not-
it isn't just LA.
So that's why when you say when someone like tries to shine LA in a good light to like the
Right.
world, we embrace it, or gives us props to embrace it, because a lot of people
Right.
shit on us.
right.
A lot of
For
people
sure.
are like, "Oh, the city is destroyed. Like,
Yeah.
why would you live there?" And it's like, I mean, it is shit is going to shit, but at the same time,
And it's getting worse.
but at the same time, I still
still
love
love
it.
it,
Like,
for
it's
sure.
like I couldn't imagine myself living anywhere else. Like, it's hard to say. Like,
Or people like transplants, like going into sports. When you get like, that's why we loved Alex Caruso and Austin Reeves so much,
you
because
embrace the city.
they embrace the city. That's why you love Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, because they embrace the city. You know
Shout
what I
out
mean?
to
Like,
Freddie Freeman because he's from Santa Clarita, so he
exactly.
had a little vibe to it.
Already,
A
you know
little
what I
vibe
mean?
to it, but
So I feel like that's us as Angelinos will embrace you if you embrace the city. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like, I get it, we all come from different places. Like, even me, like, I was born and raised here, but my parents weren't. So I come from a different place, right? You know what I mean? And every other person, but we brought what we bring to the table to be.
that was the crazy
Los
shit.
Angeles.
That was the crazy shit about Spanto. Like, he was saying his family's been here for like almost like 150 years.
That's fucking
Like, he's
crazy.
like
and there's
actually
people for sure.
like
that.
he's actually like LA through and through. Like, he's actually like Native American. Like, it's
wow,
like he has like those native roots and shit. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
yeah, like it's like, so like he was not like, it's like you said, like we have that connection like through actually coming from somewhere else,
Different, yeah.
but it's like we still love. I could just imagine a guy like that,
Just,
where it's like your roots like beyond
you
like-
saw the valley when it was just all orchards. You saw
his family for
you-
sure.
You know,
did, yeah.
exactly.
His family
exactly.
for sure saw the evolution of it. So
You know
that's
what I
why
mean?
like
That's
a guy
awesome.
like that, no one better to shine a light of what Los Angeles still is than a guy who's had his roots here for
For sure.
hundreds of years, basically.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to that guy.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
On that note, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. I feel like kind of sucks for Bronny.
It
Like,
sucks
if
for
I-
Bronny.
I feel like if I was Bronny, I'd tell his dad behind
Please
doors,
don't come.
like, Dad, please don't come wherever I come.
Yeah.
Let me be my
do
own man.
thing, yeah.
Let me have a couple years and if you're still playing in the NBA, cool.
First of all, I think ESPN just put that fool at 17 because that was the highest they would could put him without.
But I don't think he's going 17 either.
No, he's gonna go way higher. Like
higher.
Not like.
All right, welcome back, guys, from the break. Let's just go straight into it. Let's talk about music. How there has not been a single charted hip hop song in 2023.
Well, a number one album or a number one song. I don't know about a number one song.
Or charted.
Charted, yeah. There's been they've charted for
top
sure.
20, no.
Yes. I feel like that song with Lil Durk and J. Cole is like 4.
No, it's not.
Dude.
What song with J. Cole and Lil Durk?
I haven't heard.
Exactly.
I'm not a big Lil Durk guy.
Exactly. You haven't heard it. You're just making up.
I'm not. I swear to God. Oh shit! Explosion. Oh yeah, it's that one.
All My Life.
A month ago.
Yeah.
A month ago, and I bet it has not even charted.
No, look.
Billboard
okay,
top
look,
20.
Billboard top songs, and then Billboard the albums. I don't know what the songs. I think the
Top
song-
100.
Oh,
Yeah, Hot 100. Let me tell
See,
you,
the first number one is that
Morgan
motherfucker
Wallen.
who I've been fucking with.
Yeah.
I fuck with his music, and that song last night's kind of hilarious.
Luke Combs is another country
Fast
singer.
Car, dude. I fuck with that song too.
Is it the same song as
Yes.
what's it?
You got a fast car.
Oh, he's got his own version?
He remade it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
and
I
it
fuck with
sounds
that.
dope. It sounds dope.
There,
And
top
then
5.
It's
Miley.
top 5.
All
Oh,
My
it's top
Life,
5.
Lil Durk.
Oh, there you go. 2C favorite song. Taylor Swift.
Metro
Lizzo
Boomin.
Kilda. Creeping for sure.
So there's some top. They got some shit in the top 10.
Bang! That's the top 10.
I haven't even listened to. Isn't Miguel Shirt thing an old song?
It is. It is.
That's 11.
I'm telling you. That's what I was telling you. The millennials are driving this market. Sure, girl in the shirt thing.
I cannot believe that. That came out like in 08 or 09 or something.
It's 11 in Billboard Top 100.
The thing is, every once in a while, some older songs sneak in, but usually like in the 30s or like the 40s or some shit.
Grupo 1%. Me queda 1%. Ed Sheeran still making music. Gonna.
Back to the Moon. I like that song.
Anyways,
But yeah, basically,
not
like,
a
hip
top.
hop hasn't had a number one song and a number one album all year.
Why do you think it is?
I just think there hasn't been that much good rap music that's come out this year. There's some good songs.
I agree.
There's some good songs that, like, if you look at, I have a playlist.
But do you think it's because, like I said, the millennials are driving the market and we're just so like tired of it all or of the new stuff that it's not?
Maybe there's probably a little bit of that, but like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like me personally, I'm always gonna be tapped in to hip hop.
Right.
So like, if you look at my playlist, I have a lot of dudes, like some new dudes like Zoe Sama, or like I have like that new Swifty Blue with fucking Money Sign Suede and shit. Like, it's like shit, like local shit basically.
Right.
But like in terms of like
Peso.
big time like mainstream shit, like there hasn't really been that one good like album where I've been like, damn.
Or
like,
artists, I feel.
or artists, yeah.
I feel like, and that's where I was going with Jason earlier is us millennials are driving this. Anything that Drake comes out is a top 100 or top
for sure.
10
That's
album.
what,
You know
well,
what
that's
I
what
mean?
people,
Like,
that's what people are saying,
because
that
people we love Drake.
that Drake hasn't even dropped anything this year. That's
He's gonna
probably
drop
why.
something in like a week.
So let's see, like some new shit that came out, like Lil Uzi Vert is actually dropping an album this week. That'll go number one. I bet you.
Think so?
People love Lil Uzi Vert.
People do love Louis Vert.
Yeet is new. I have him on my playlist.
No.
03 Greedo, I have him on.
Queen is 36.
There you go.
Greatest
hits, bruh.
Wait, these are the albums? Can you go top 10?
These are top 10.
The albums. Number 1 is Morgan Wallen.
No, it's been 16 weeks as number one. No,
damn.
at number one.
Yes.
I think that's weeks on the chart. Oh no, I don't know. Either way,
weeks on chart 16. Last week, peak. It says number 1. Gunna's number 3. Taylor Swift number 4. SZA.
that was a good album. SZA.
Morgan Wallen, another album.
That's his last album.
Jeez. Lil Durk number 8. Queens of the Stone Age. Is this a new album?
Yeah, that is their new album. I see that billboard every day on the way to work.
Crazy. Wait, Taylor Swift Lover. Is it she put out 3 albums in 1 year.
No, I'm pretty sure it's like an older album. See, it's like 200 weeks on the chart. So that shit's been out for a while. I think her newest album is that other one, Midnight or some shit.
35
Oh
weeks
no,
ago.
it's not that. It's not.
I mean, it's new enough.
She's been on tour for a long time. I don't
Yeah,
think
she
she's
has.
dropped some new shit. I bet you, the moment Taylor Swift drops some new shit, that shit's going number one. Bro.
People know.
That shit's going number one, bro. I heard there was this podcast I was listening to that they basically said Taylor Swift is as
Runs the U.S.
big-
government.
Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be shocked. Fucking Taylor Swift is as big as an artist as Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley.
I believe it.
I feel like I'm so tapped out. I have no way to even.
No,
judge.
I believe it. I 100% believe that because they had this fanaticism of them. Like,
The Swifties.
no, I'm talking about Elvis and Michael Jackson. They had this like, people were like fainting over them.
Yeah.
People were dying.
Is that
over
what
them.
happening with Taylor Swift?
Oh yeah,
Really?
people are fighting. People are
I've totally
Alright.
missed that wave. Like Amber listens to Taylor Swift, but I don't.
there's
Like,
people-
but like I know a lot of people listen to Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
And all her concerts
Millions.
are sold out. Like,
millions of people.
no, but I've just totally that shit like has gone over my head like this whole time, bro. Ever since Kanye West, like Taylor Swift, your shit was cool. Beyonce had the best fucking.
Because you
video
stuck
of
to
all
your
time.
lane, Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
guess.
stuck to your hip hop lane.
Yeah, but now I'm
You gotta-
listening
you
to
gotta-
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, there you go. There you go. You got to dip your toe into something a little else, you know? Some country, some Zach Brown band.
You know what it is though?
Some
I feel like I got into
Bluegrass.
country a little bit more like ever since I started like driving trucks. Like every once in a while, I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what? Sometimes hip hop don't really hit on this open road.
Sounds like, turn the lights
Yeah,
down low.
I need some shit that's gonna talk about like some bar that I was
like a
at.
chicken fry.
Like,
Cold
Literally-
beer on a Friday night.
dude, I'm telling you right now, Morgan Wallen has a
Marriage is
song.
the fit just right.
Sing it, bro. You were hitting it.
it. Anyways, but I fuck with country music. Like,
No, I mean the Morgan Wallen's hit song right now is like "Last Night We Let the Liquor Talk." Basically, that's the number one song in the country. That's literally how it starts. Last
I'm gonna
night.
listen to that on the way home.
But then he has another song
You
where,
probably will too.
yeah, probably. Then he has this other song where it's basically like telling some girl like he could only quit one thing at a time. So like he stopped smoking cigarettes. It's like I might start thinking about not drinking and I might not hit you up anymore, but it's only one thing at a time.
But cigarettes is the first thing.
Cigarettes the first, and maybe liquor, but I'm not gonna stop hitting you up. Basically, that's basically what he's saying. But
there
like,
you go. Country is alcoholic and romantic all in one.
well, this is the thing though. I feel like country music is really like turn up music, and I feel like
It
they're like
is.
cousins with hip hop.
Whoa!
I feel like that's why Morgan Wallen did a song with Lil Durk. Bro.
if that button needed to be pressed any time of night, that was the time.
They're cousins, bro.
Cousins.
Cousins. They're not brothers. They're cousins
From the mother's side or the father's side?
from the mother's side.
Wow, even more related.
No, isn't it more of it's from the
No, yeah.
father's side?
No, mother's, because you're definitely from your mother.
Well, you both could be close, right?
You know, and your mother and her siblings are definitely blood related.
Yeah,
Like-
but so is
No,
like your
because they
father
always
and
said
his
it's
siblings.
the blood of between you and your mother, because the whole, you know, you could be from, you're definitely from your mother is the saying. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
okay, I
Like,
get what you're saying. I get
because
what
you-
you're saying.
came from that.
I get what you're saying. I mean, I was kind of like thinking, like, I mean, you know, your father
Father's
probably has
seed.
siblings.
Yeah.
I don't have siblings.
I don't know how we got into it, but anyways,
Psychoanalyze
Taylor Swift.
Anyways, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I guess they're comparing her to Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that valid? We need a Swiftie on.
We
Amber?
do need- Yeah, but- Amber, come on up.
Ever come on a
Or
podcast?
I hung out with my brother's girlfriend. She's a Swiftie.
She's a Swiftie.
Yeah.
I feel like every girl loves Taylor Swift.
No.
Does your wife like
No,
Taylor Swift?
she doesn't.
Really?
Yeah.
Not at all.
She's like, whatever.
She probably
Monique's-
likes like a song.
Monique
or
has
something.
been stuck in between 2000 and 2010,
I mean,
2012.
Swift was up at like 08
No,
now.
hip hop. 2000,
Ah,
2010.
She's stuck in that
12.
era.
Like, yeah, for sure.
It's a decent era.
Yeah, it's a good era. For sure. I like the hip hop then was great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Speaking of that era, have you and hip hop, have you heard of the Mexican out of Texas?
Yes.
The Mexican OT.
Yes. That feels sick.
You heard the Johnny
Hell
Dang song.
Yeah, that song is fucking
Jason has
fire.
not.
Dude, that song is good, bro.
Put it on, James. I'm just kidding.
It literally he literally sounds like a Mexican Paul Wall mixed with a Mexican Slim.
That's
And
exactly what he said too earlier.
And he has a song with Paul Wall.
Yeah, the Johnny Dang song.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like he literally sounds like a combination of Paul Wall, Slim Thug, and Mike Jones, but he's Mexican.
Yeah.
And
And DaBaby. I feel like he's got a little bit of
got some DaBaby in there.
like flow to him.
That
you know
flow
what I
too,
mean?
where he's like
Exactly.
Nah, he's good. I fuck with him. Hopefully he takes out more shit and it's not
I feel
just-
like no, and I feel like each coast, or each region of hip hop is taking their own wave.
Oh,
You know
well,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like California is that money sign Suede, that
Peso,
Swifty Blue. That,
especially with the Hispanic
that-
rappers, you can notice it a little more.
Speaking of, I was talking with Jason. Chito Ranas just got locked up again for possession of firearms.
Dude, Chito Ranas, bro, that dude was already on the run.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He was on,
But he got locked
you know,
up
Mr.
already.
Criminal, the Chicano rapper.
I think so.
He has
No.
a podcast now, because of course, right? We all have podcasts.
Yeah.
So-
Of course he would too.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? Mr.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Criminal.
Yeah.
But like he had Chito Ranas on there.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I found out because Mr. Criminal had a podcast because I was like
Looking up
trying to
Chito
look
Ranas,
it
yeah.
up Chito Ranas and like he was basically on that podcast saying like I'm on the run right now.
After already been released.
Because basically like the whole shit about Chito Ranas is like he is a South Sider
Right.
from up north. So like he's from a South Side hood in Sacramento.
Right.
And all those fools are like norteños, right? Which is like the mortal beef, right?
Right,
It's like
right.
Bloods and Crips.
Sureños and
It's Bloods and
norteños.
Crips of Hispanic gangs,
Yeah.
basically. And it's like, and they wear blue and red, ironically.
Right.
And then, so basically, like he was like, "Oh, these fools are trying to kill me." So I moved. He didn't say where he was at, but he's basically like, "Oh, I'm down south,"
Uh-huh.
which is here,
Yeah.
somewhere out here. So he was already violating his parole. Like when
His
you're on
movie.
parole, like you have to show up like every like week or something,
Yeah.
or like send a fax or something like to like fucking be like
Let him know where you're at.
wouldn't let them know where you're at, you know. So if you leave and don't show up to your parole meeting, like that's the whole shit about parole, right?
So that's why they caught him with a firearm outside of his parole because he was scared somebody coming up.
well, he was down here, but I guess
Right.
like he was scared either way. But yeah, that sucks for Chito Ranas because definitely had a lot of potential. But now he's gonna go back to jail for a long time, bro. He violated parole. Well,
A
that's
long
kind of one of
time.
those things. Like I don't know if you remember when Meek Mill like first got out of prison, he was saying that like because he's on parole or
Yeah.
was, and he's basically saying like, oh, that means like you did your time, but now you're still
You're
in
doing
prison.
time,
Basically,
yeah.
It's kind of true.
It really is.
It's kind of true. Like,
but then again, like, how else would you have to like check on somebody?
no, this
right?
is the thing too. Like, you got to think about
Like
it.
you
from,
did a
like,
crime, you got to like.
You got to do it on like. I feel like now we're getting into like a little bit of like criminal justice, but it's
I
like,
guess so.
but it's basically like one of those things where it's like, if it's a non-violent crime, why do you need to keep tabs on somebody? If it's like a sexual crime or a murder, or like some
Right.
shit, it's like, yeah, put the fucking monitor on this sicko.
Right.
But it's like if this dude just sold drugs, or like
Or
this dude got caught with a
theft.
firearm or theft, it's like he didn't really do anything.
Well, caught with a firearm
that's
nowadays.
not
you
a
never
violent
know.
crime though. That's not a violent crime. That's
Yeah.
actually why a lot of dudes get away with it. Like
Yeah.
regular, if you're not a felon
Yeah.
and you get caught with a firearm, it's usually not that big of a deal,
Usually the homie takes
unless
the
you're in
fall
Los
for it.
Angeles or California.
Yeah.
But it's like
Anywhere else,
anywhere else, it's not.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia, yeah, all the big cities basically. But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that parole shit's like iffy, really.
So do you know why there's a reason why Papa has not had a charting album? Or
It's too
something?
regional now.
There you go. That's where I was getting to. You know, there you go. California has that. Texas has the Mexican OT. East Coast has.
I feel like it's been building up towards that for a while.
What does
Well,
East
they
Coast
have the drill music, New
Yeah.
York drill shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's like it's been building towards that for a while, especially with the internet. But
Because I feel like even the mainstream shit hasn't like been hidden. Like there's nobody coming out with shit. You know, like
yeah, like it's still like the main guys in hip hop are still what? J. Cole, Kendrick,
Right.
Drake. Now you could add like Uzi
Migos.
in there, Migos, but Migos are like they're. I mean,
they're not Migos anymore.
yeah.
But I mean, like it's
Yeah, it's like but it's still guys that
Quavo
they've been
and-
out for like 10 years already.
Right.
Like at least. Who's the new guy? You know who it's gonna be, bruh? La Tyler, bruh. La Tyler. He's the next Lil Wayne. I'm calling it now.
Lil Tyler?
La Tyler.
Oh, La Tyler.
Like it's Lil Tyler, but La Tyler.
La Tyler?
Like Luh Tyler. La Tyler.
La Tyler.
Exactly. There we go. That guy's gonna blow up like 100%. That song First Show, play that shit. That shit is the hardest shit I've heard. Honestly, that might be one of the hardest songs I've heard this year. This dude's like 16. I don't give a fuck. That shit is hard, bro.
La Tyler.
And he raps good. That's why he reminds me of Lil Wayne. Like it's like, and he's young. Like,
he's got bars then.
This is abuse.
He's 16 years old. Okay.
He really 16.
He looks young as fuck.
Yeah.
He's playing Xbox, bro. Dude, I've been loving this song like nonstop. There we go. That's your mom or what? What the fuck is that, bro?
It's Adi, you know what I mean?
That's the MILF Patrol, bro. He's just barbecuing, bro. He ain't
He's a
touching
60-year-old kid.
He's not watching the booties.
Just fucking.
He's on the grill. He's on the grill, bro.
He's not.
He's on the
Those
grill.
burgers burnt. Those burgers are fucking.
He's not concerned with ass, bro.
He's 60 years old and he's not concerned with the ass.
You're concerned. Now I'm concerned.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm concerned if he's not concerned.
Anyway, this is my call for the next guy who's blowing up.
Next
I
guy
think he's
coming
gonna
up.
actually like blow up mainstream. Like,
Really?
yeah, he was on the XXL cover this year too for freshmen and shit.
No way.
Yeah,
I didn't even think they did that.
they still do it.
Are they still doing the freshman cipher?
I don't know, but
I've been to do that.
I've been clocked out. They did that for a while. I mean,
Yeah, that was dope.
the
I like
last
that.
good one was the one with like Kodak Black and like 21 Savage and
That
Lil
one was
Uzi.
good.
See, those fools were supposed to be the mainstream guys, but Kodak Black's still in and out of
Nope,
jail,
yeah.
bruh.
Lil Uzi just likes to sit back and do his thing.
Lil Uzi might actually be #1 album in the country, though. I could
This year?
actually see that.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
dropping this week or next week.
Yeah.
I could actually see that.
The pink tape.
Yeah, I could see that actually being #1.
Yeah, me too. Talk a little bit of sports then.
Little sports.
Let's talk a little bit of basketball, a little bit of. I don't know.
It might actually go to NBC now. Did you see that?
I
like
heard.
the rights. I love that.
Yeah. Bring that back.
Bring that
same
song
thing.
back.
Yeah. The NBA draft happened this week. There was a couple of trades that happened. What happened?
Well, obviously Victor Wembanyama went #1. No
For sure.
shock there.
Brandon Miller #2 was the shock for me.
You thought they were going Scoot there?
I thought because he talked shit about Michael right before the whole thing.
I feel like that like turned Michael on.
He's
like,
fuck yeah.
He's
Talk bad about me.
talk bad about me. And plus he like just let it go to the team. But I feel like Michael's the type of dude that would like try. I actually don't mind it. I feel like Brandon Miller and LaMelo like actually match up a little better
Really?
than Scoot and LaMelo because
Yeah, I
they're both
guess
point
so.
guards.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you're not a good team, like it's always iffy when you're like going for fit when your team sucks. It's like fit. Like you just need talent. Like get the best guy available. So it's like you could get iffy there, but it was like
No, but I feel like the fits the fit perspective to things fits better for Charlotte.
yeah, I mean because they have a point guard already.
Yeah, and I feel like they're starting to build something. Like they lost so many games for a reason, not to just get the best player because they got the second best player,
Yeah.
but to build a team on that.
I like Brandon Miller too. He has that like Paul
Yeah.
George type game. He has kind of like that T-Mac kind of long.
That's what he says. His goat is that was fucking.
That shit's stupid, but I think people just don't know what GOAT means anymore.
Yeah, I know.
It's like greatest. It means greatest of all time. It doesn't mean your favorite.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean who you think is
My
the
goat. It doesn't mean.
But
But
my GOAT doesn't make
your
sense.
feelings don't matter, kids. Like
No, but
like,
my
like-
GOAT doesn't
No,
make
because
sense.
people they've been told their whole lives that you're right. Whatever your favorite is, That's what
it's like
it
you
is.
could say your favorite player growing up is Paul George. That's perfectly fine.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But, like, to say that-
my GOAT is Paul George, I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
Well, it just doesn't
But
make
he's not the
s-
GOAT.
It just doesn't make sense though. My goat. That
yeah,
doesn't.
that shouldn't even be a
My
sentence.
greatest
Yeah.
of all time. Like,
No.
damn. So do you watch basketball, or were you just watching Paul George this whole time?
Exactly.
Because if you just saw Paul George, I
Did you
could
grow
see
up in
that.
Indiana?
Yeah, I don't know where he grew up, but I might as well. But I mean, he actually plays like Paul George. Like, funny
Yeah.
enough,
No,
and
yeah.
he has kind of a T-Mac element to him. He's gonna be a good player, but I think Scoot's gonna be better.
If they figure out what they're gonna do in Portland,
I mean,
I feel like they gotta trade Dame.
yeah,
They got to trade Dame. It's not going to work with him and Scoot. You know, you just said it. He's a ball handler. He's a point guard. What's Dame?
I mean, the whole thing about Dame though is like it's almost like just I'm tired of it. Like it's like, do you want to leave or do you want to stay, bro? Like, what are we doing?
It looks like he want to stay, but I feel like if I was Portland, I would tell them, look, thank you for wanting to stay, but we need to move you because we're not going to be able to compete and give you a championship. And I think the best thing for us and the best thing for you would be is for us to trade you and get assets to build this team up again.
Smart, you know, incredibly smart.
GM hat right there.
GM hat, I love it. But at the same time, like, we were talking about this earlier, right? Like, when a player embraces the city, like, you get attached, right? And I feel like Portland fans, they're super attached to Dame because he's actually embraced the city. Not a lot of players go to Portland and become one with that community. Like, because
Bill Walton.
that was in the fucking 70s. Clyde Drexler, I guess, maybe too, but
Yeah,
that was in the 80s,
yeah.
90s, you know? But it's been a while, right? Like, it's like Rasheed Wallace got traded, like, you know, Damon Stoudemire got traded. It's like Damian Lillard's literally the last guy since Clyde Drexler to be like, yo, Portland, I'm staying here for like 10 plus years. Like, so it's kind of hard for them to trade him, but if they were smart, I feel like they would. Or the other ballsy move would be like, let's trade Scoot. For who? I don't know. It's
exactly.
Like, there's not that
and
much
that's the
out
bigger
there.
question.
For
You know
who?
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I feel like if I was Portland, I would build around Scoot and these players I got. I got Anthony Simons and I got Yusuf Nurkic, who's semi-young, you know what I mean?
I would trade the fuck out of Yusuf Nurkic.
Yeah, I would too. You know what? I would too. I'd
just
package
blow
him
it
up with Dame.
It's basically just blow it up and like go with Scoot and like Simons and see what you got.
Exactly.
And like suck next year and get another good pick, basically. Like,
For sure.
that's the move. Get some picks from Miami. Get Tyler Hero or
Because
something.
they're not going to build a team around Dame and Scoot.
See, now if you look at Dame,
who's the coach in Portland anyways?
Exactly. We don't know. Is it Terry Stotts still? I doubt it.
I bet it is Terry Stotts.
Is it still Terry Stotts?
And how is he handling all of this? He hasn't gotten you that far. That means the ownership and whoever's running the thing is not looking towards winning right now. They're looking into saving money, getting under this threshold, doing all that. Get Dame out, get cheaper players, get younger guys, get assets, and let the guy win something out somewhere else. Miami.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I was about to say. Like, there's probably only a couple teams where he could even go.
Miami's
one of them, and probably Brooklyn. But Brooklyn doesn't get you anywhere. The only team that actually
who else has got picks?
New York could probably do something for like fucking RJ Barrett, but the thing is, it's like they got Brunson.
Philly would have to send
Tobias and like Tyrese Maxey and
Tyrese
some
Maxey
or something.
Yeah.
Honestly, Miami probably has the best deal.
What do you mean with picks and Duncan Robinson,
Tyler
Hero, which is not the greatest?
Yeah, but I mean,
I feel like that's why Portland hasn't done it.
100%.
Because it's not.
There's not a big market.
Not that great.
There's not that much you can get back, like
unless San Antonio said, "Hey, send us Dame for Wemby."
No, the San Antonio would have to say, "Send us Dame, and we'll give you like Devin Vassell and Keldon Johnson in like next year's pick or some shit." And now you have a contender right away with Lillard and Wemby.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But it's like San Antonio's not going to do that. Like,
no, it's. I feel like at the end of the day, he's staying in Portland.
Yeah, the market is just bad for fucking
Dame.
For Dame.
It
really just is.
The Lakers been in the news right now, Jeff, of saying they're gonna match up to like, I don't know, $100 million or I don't know
for
Austin Reeves.
I'm into it.
You're into it?
I'm into it.
look, I feel like we should have.
First
a
of
cap.
all, I don't think that no one is gonna do that.
Exactly, but I feel like we should have a.
But
cap.
like, if
But I
they
guess
do,
I like the marketing move, saying, you know what, it doesn't matter how much they're offering him. We want this is our guy.
yeah, I mean, it kind of like
Drives the money down.
it drives the money down because I feel like they're it's just a game. Like it's basically
Right.
one of those things where the Lakers are like, don't waste your time. We'll match it up to 100 because that's the most anyone can offer anyway.
Right.
So it's like, don't even waste your time. And then maybe no one's gonna offer that anyway. And
Right.
it'll be like 85 or something, and it'll
Right.
be perfect. All right, come
Thank
to
you.
the team.
Let's go.
Honestly, I like the strategy the Lakers are at least saying out loud that they're just gonna bring everybody back.
Austin Reeves. They brought back Jared Vanderbilt.
Yeah, they picked up the option on Jared Vanderbilt. They're saying
they're
they might
trying to
bring back D'Lo.
They're trying to bring back Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, Rui Hachimura.
I like it. I like the moves that they're making. If they add another piece here and there, I feel like a good veteran role player would fit. A spot up shooter. I'm not saying Danny Green, but what Danny Green was in 2020 for that team. You know what I mean? Like
someone like that. Well, who they're talking about is Bruce Brown, the guy who just kicked our ass. But I'm not really. I don't know about Bruce Brown. Like he didn't impress me that much. He just seemed like, all right, like yeah, he's a good piece, obviously, but I wouldn't give him $12 million a year.
No, not me either. I feel like there's another veteran player out there that we can get that we're not. I mean, they were talking about Miles Turner and Buddy Hield.
Well, that's a trade that's like still out there, but I mean, you're gonna have to include some of those rookies, like what's his name, Jalen Hood Schifino, and Max Lewis.
Any other game?
They look pretty good. They look like solid players. Max Lewis.
I thought they were going to trade that 17th pick, to be honest.
Nah, I got the vibe pretty immediately that they weren't.
I felt like they wanted to trade back and get something like something.
Yeah, but the thing is, at 17, there was some good value. Like
there was
some good value. But I like the pick. He looks like a solid point guard.
And I trust, like we said,
we trust
the
Jesse Bus twins. I mean, not the twins, but the Bus
Jesse
brothers.
and Joey.
Jesse and Joey. I trust I trust Pelinka to build a roster as well. So, especially now that they're kind of saying out loud that they're pretty much, not pretty much, but they're gonna go with Darvin Ham's philosophy, like, which is kind of saying, well, LeBron, we're not taking your input.
We're gonna go with
you're leaving next year to play for Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly. With your son. Which I feel like kind of sucks for Bronny.
It sucks for Bronny.
I feel like if I was Bronny, I'd tell his dad behind doors,
please don't come.
Dad, please don't come wherever I come.
Yeah.
Let me be my own man.
Thing, yeah.
Let me have a couple years and if you're still playing in the NBA, cool.
First of all, I think ESPN just put that fool at 17 because that was the highest they would could put him without looking.
But I don't think he's going 17 either.
No, he's gonna go way higher. Not like
higher,
not like higher in terms of 1 or 2. I mean lower. He's gonna go.
Oh, I was like higher than 17.
He's gonna go lower. I think, dude. Like on most legit mock drafts,
yeah.
Like this is what I'm saying. I feel like ESPN put him at 17 just so they could put him at the craziest spot without looking completely insane
and not making LeBron mad.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing though. Other mock drafts, like some people have him in the second round.
Yeah.
Some people have him in the late first. It's like if I'm Bronny, like you're gonna be one of the highest paid NIL guys. Like
I stay in the college.
Unless you're balling outrageous and like you actually are 17 or maybe 15 or maybe even lottery.
Wait for your second year.
Yeah, it's like why not just stay another year? It's like
Hyman Hawkins did it.
Hyman Hawkins stayed 4 years.
Exactly.
And went 18th.
Exactly.
To Miami. I almost thought the Lakers should have taken him.
You think so?
That would have been nice.
Yeah. Staying
hometown
home.
Kid.
You know,
well, he's from Camarillo, but still.
I mean, hometown. Like SoCal.
SoCal, exactly.
And a good shooter.
Good shooter. He has that good like mid-range game.
Yeah.
Uses his body well. He's tall.
It'd be nice to see him.
It would have been cool. But he's in Miami. That's another good place.
We'll see what happens. Other things in the sports world, Shohei Ohtani is coming
He's
to
a
the
monster.
Dodgers. I'm just kidding.
Shohei Ohtani is the best baseball player I've ever seen.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's kind of
he's
not debatable.
The best pitcher we've ever seen, the best batter we've ever seen.
See, this is the thing about Shohei Ohtani. Like, if he was just a hitter, it'd be like, damn, this was probably one of the best hitters of all time. If he was just a pitcher, you'd be like, damn, this was like sick, like Cy Young worthy. Like, he's every good year. Every year. Like, it's like, who knows? He might not be the best, but like he's up there in the competition every year. It's like, but no, he's in the competition for both.
Yep.
Leading the league in homers, top 10 in ERA.
Yep.
fucking top 10 in striking out the other team,
Yep.
not striking out at the plate. He's like top 10 in OPS.
Something we've never seen before in our lifetime. You know what I mean?
And people, you know what's funny though? And a lot of people are like, oh, he's like Babe Ruth. It's like, actually, no, he's not. Because Babe Ruth pitched and then he hit.
Exactly.
He didn't do both at the same time.
That's what. Exactly.
Like, he was a good pitcher, but he was only doing that and not hitting.
And then
he
hitting.
switched to hitting.
Yeah.
So it's like, Ohtani's doing both at the same time.
Yep.
Like, we've never seen anything like
And
this.
fielding.
I mean, not rarely. He was rarely in the field, but he does. I've seen him out
He
there.
only DHs?
Yeah, he usually only DHs. But I've seen him in the field. I mean, I'm pretty sure he has a good arm.
Yeah, fuck it. Just pitch and hit for us.
Yeah, I mean, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I don't need you on defense. You're pitching, bruh.
Come over to the Dodgers.
Dude, the thing is, though, would you actually... How old is Ohtani? I gotta look this up.
24 years old.
I wish, dude.
How old is
Ohtani age.
24. 25.
28.
Fuck!
So this is the thing, bro.
He's still old. He's kind of old.
Kind of up there. How much longer does he have being
Are you going to give him 10 years?
600 mil?
No, I've heard even 800.
How much is that for 10 years?
80.
80 a
a year.
year, bruh. Hell no.
Well,
That means
then again, you're getting two players.
he'll be 38, 39.
Like you just finished talking about,
Yeah,
Jeff.
you're getting two players.
He is the great.
But how
he's
long could
the
he keep
best
that
at
up?
pitching, and he's the best at hitting.
But how long could
So you're
he
paying
keep
for
that?
two players.
How long could he keep that up, though?
Maybe 5 years.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Someone's gonna pay.
An investment that I feel like you'll get championships at least 2 out of the 5 years.
Look, someone's gonna pay it. I just don't know if the Dodgers should, but they're gonna be in the mix.
Oh, I
for
feel
sure.
like the Dodgers should.
You would pay him 10 years, 600
Fuck it.
mil, 800 mil.
No, I do 600.
600 mil. I think about it.
Yeah.
800 mil is insane.
It's almost $1 billion.
I know. Well, they were already talking about there might be $1 billion player soon.
Oh, eventually there will. With the whole Saudi investment public fund,
Dude, those Saudis are pissing me off.
they bought fucking golf.
They
I told
bought
you.
fucking soccer.
They bought, but well, except for Messi. Messi said,
Yeah,
"Fuck
Messi.
you. I'm taking the American dollar
Hell yeah.
and Apple's money."
Hell yeah.
You know what I
And a percentage of the MLS.
Exactly. One player.
Yeah. No, he's probably going to get more money
No,
in the long
I feel
run.
like we haven't talked about this enough, or not even us, but like people. One athlete is getting a percentage
the league.
of what the league is making as a whole organization. Think about that.
Forever, basically.
Usually, athletes are on contract, and you get this amount of million, and that's it.
Well, they did sorry.
He's getting this amount of million. On top of that, he's getting money from Apple for streaming rights, and then money from the MLS from their own revenue, and then at the end of the day, when he retires, he has a chance to be an owner.
Well, I was about to say
or stake.
I was about to say the person who kind of originated this was when the MLS got David Beckham.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they didn't give him revenue of the league, but they gave him like team revenue of the Galaxy, and they also gave him a chance for ownership.
Yep.
That's why Inter Miami's a thing.
And I feel like ever since David Beckham's done it, it's definitely revitalized the MLS. The MLS is a different beast than it was
Yeah.
in the early 2000s, in the 90s.
It's a way better league. It's a way better league.
Yeah, for sure. There's way better players now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't think we look at it as low as we did before.
Yeah, it's a way better league. It's still nowhere near like the
For
five
sure.
top
But
European leagues.
it was even looked at way less than Liga MX.
Yeah, I feel like it's up there. I feel like the Mexican league's still better overall, but
I feel like MLS is getting close.
Yeah, it's up there. I mean,
it's getting really close.
It's getting really close. I mean, it's also
as equal or
it's
better.
getting close to like the Brazilian and Argentinian leagues
Yeah.
too. Like it's up there in terms of the American leagues. It's up there.
I feel like it's going to be a new wave of kids and people coming up and watching MLS definitely for years to come.
For sure.
But I think that's it,
I
right?
think that's it, man.
It's been a good one.
Gotta wrap it up.
Yeah, for sure. We can't ramble on. But then again, while I got you guys, I'm gonna put a post out there. July 7th, Taps
Valley Gastropub.
Valley Gastropub. Be there, be square. We're starting the Unlucky Specialist Valley Bar Summer Tour this next Friday, July 7th, at Taps Valley Gastropub. If you guys want to come out and hang out,
We'll put the address.
We'll put all the information on Instagram. But it's been good, man.
It's been good.
It's your boy Sam Torres.
It's your boy Jeff De Pena. Shout out to your boy Jason Enriquez. We out here. Peace.
Woo.